Hey guys, I'm trying to get that light still in the bar working. As I said, ooh, you could see the fan going by. As I said, we are working on some family stuff last week of the grandkids. So this episode, this whiskey episode, I filmed in June while I was in the UK staying with my daughter and the kids before they came back with me. And this is a very common whiskey in the UK, but super hard to find outside the UK. In fact, I don't think you'll ever find it in the US unless you find it secondhand or something. So hopefully you enjoy it. Sorry about the quality. I did it outside, trying to keep my voice down because of the neighbors. And of course, there was road work and windy and rainy. It's UK weather, so here it is. Cheers, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Bourbonandbooze. Another episode filmed in the UK at my house. It's not my house, my kids and grandkids' house, but spend enough time here. Again, another episode that's kind of out of place. I'll probably drop this episode several months after I recorded it just because of calendar placing, scheduling time. But I wanted to bring you another great whiskey that I found, and it's actually available everywhere in the UK. Almost every grocery store, every gas station that sells alcohol has it. I don't know of any of the actual whiskey shops, like the Whiskey Shop or the Whiskey Exchange carry it, but again, it's a local blend whiskey. This is the Claymore, established in 1890. It is distilled, blended, and bottled in Scotland from Alexander Ferguson and Company. And this is, like I say, available everywhere. You can find 80 proof, 40%, 80 proof. And I picked this up for probably about 11, 12 pounds. So it's under $20 in the US. So it's your household whiskey. It's from Glasgow. It is a blended, like I said in a previous episode not too long ago. Well, could have been long ago. In general, most of your blended whiskeys that don't come from big names, just a non-name blended or a blended whiskey that kind of available anywhere, like the big plastic bottle type stuff, is all from Glasgow. Glasgow is more famous for the production of blended whiskeys. You get your Highlands, you get your Islas and your Islands and your Speysides and your Lowlands, but in Glasgow they're kind of stuck between the two, Highlands and Lowlands, and just off the coast of the Islas, so they don't really do a lot of production of their own, which they would be considered a lowland, but they do bring in a lot of whiskeys and blend it. That's not to say nobody else blends, but there are a couple places that do in Glasgow that do single malts, but mostly it's all blended. Probably the most famous Glasgow company is Compass Box, if you know Compass Box, and most of what they do is blends. So let's get on with this. I've had this before. It's not that aromatic. There's some florals in there. I guess the heather, some rose, a little bit of citrus, but not much. Vanilla. No smoke at all that I can detect. I would say this is predominantly a Highland with a little bit of Speyside involved. Maybe some Lowland, but I don't think there's any islas or islands in there. I'm saying a little bit of Speyside because it's a little bit kind of that sweet floral aroma that Speysides are famous for. But it's non-assuming aroma. Not bad, it's just not really get you there. This would be a very difficult blind tasting for somebody. If you threw this in there, even probably the most influential, predominant blind tasters would probably be like, oh, this is difficult. It'd be fun to throw this in with a whole bunch of single malts. So I'm going to have to say this is probably just a very weak 3 on aroma. Flavor is so much better. It's got a nice cooling effect, no heat, no bitterness, no smoke to it at all. A little bit of a fungal back end, but not bad. It's got some of that floral aspect to it, the heather or citrus or whatever. Oh, the sun is coming out in the UK. You guys got this on camera because that doesn't happen very often. So it just came out, and I think it's going away pretty soon. Got noisy too. I guess everybody's taking advantage of the 3 seconds of sunlight and getting work done. Back to this. A little bit of honey, molasses. Probably some pear and possibly some apple. It's got something going on, not sure which, but not too bad. Tastes pretty good. I see a grandkid walking around looking for me, so we might be disturbed. The bite is, there's no bite. I mean, it's a non-assuming 3.5, 4 bite. The higher number on bites, the better. So, yeah, I think this is a great everyday whiskey type of thing, especially if you want to use it as a mixer. Possibly even with the Scotch and waters. We did an episode on Scotch and waters a while back, so you can check that out. I'll try to do a link. But it is definitely something that would be worthwhile if you're in the UK and you don't want anything expensive. You just want to try an evening nightcap after a long day of, visiting the sites or hanging out in London or whatever. It shouldn't be that bad. Especially if you were here long term. Now, of course, if you're here short term, you want to try something you never tried, which would be this, but something really cool and interesting. And I can't suggest the Scotland Whisky Society enough. That place is amazing. So to look into that and get a membership. But yeah, the Claymore, kind of cool. Obviously, if you want something really cool on your shelf that nobody else has, if you're in the States, pick one of these bad boys up and take it home, because that's kind of cool, is to be able to have a shelf full of whiskey that they don't have access to, which is what I like about my bar. It's got so much unique stuff, because I do pick up stuff from all over my travels. I kind of, you can leave a comment below if you want. I tend to get disinterested in a lot of the Instagram and TikTok and Facebook communities I'm involved with, because it's all about Buffalo Trace and the Eagle Rares and the Blantons and the Lefroys and Ardbegs and stuff that is just so common wherever. It might be difficult for you to pick up, it might be expensive, but it's common. And I got into this for all the uncommon stuff. So you can tell me what you think. Leave a comment below. Make sure you do give all whiskeys a try, because all of them are good. That's my tagline. There's no bad whiskey. There's only good whiskey and great whiskey. Also check out Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, merchandise, and all of our other offerings. And sadness, just I'll be home by the time this comes out, but this is the last whiskey I will be doing a review on in the UK for quite some time, because I don't know when I'll be back next. Possibly in the fall of 22. It's now summer 22. Possibly in the fall of 22, maybe spring, but it could be a whole year, which is kind of sad. Just because of all sorts of things that's going on that I'm trying to finish up before my retirement. Now, once my retirement hits, I'll be here all the time. Wherever my grandkids are, you'll find me. So, and I'll travel a lot more through Europe. But again, have a great week. Again, I don't know when this will be, but hopefully everything's going on great with you and your time. Check out everything else we have to offer. Remember, there's no bad whiskey. There's only good whiskey and great whiskey. Cheers.